Woza, talking Sundowns. My name is Umjaka, your editor here at SoccerBeat, hanging out with Ngwenya and Kermit Erasmus. We are talking Nedbank Cup. Mamelodi Sundowns knocked out by Kaizer Chiefs 2-1 in the semi-finals. Not the result that was expected. A lot of high scores were predicted, but it didn't work out that way. Join Betway. Use our link in the bio and description. You get $25 extra if you use our code SoccerBeat. Join the family, man. Make your predictions. Back your opinion. You talk a lot in the comments. I want to see you guys back your opinion. We'll give you $25 extra if you use our code SoccerBeat to join Betway. Subscribe with us. Umjaka, Kermit, and lots of Pirates legends, Chiefs legends are in the building, in the community, here to take your questions and interact with you all the time. We're chasing 50,000 subscribers. And now we're just over 30,000. So please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get reminded. Gentlemen, not the result we expected. Umjaka, it's an ambitious club that we're talking about here. The last time a coach lost a cup, this is from last season to this season. There was a big discussion that ended up with the coach walking. Umjaka, how do you take this?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed, with today's game, I just feel that, even as a big team that we are as Sundowns, you can't just arrive at the game and win it, you have to want it, and today I really felt that Chiefs wanted it more. And if you make mistakes like that at the back that Suarez has made, he's been making those mistakes, and then today eventually got punished for them. And as a Chiefs coach, it only makes sense to target a player like Suarez, because he's been showing those signs of making those mistakes at the back. Hasn't adjusted to the pace of the game yet. And today, two mistakes from Sundowns, and we got punished. And I just feel like we didn't give much to deserve to win this game. I can't say Sundowns deserve to win this game. So congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs, and disappointed.
We saw that, Ramza, we saw it early on. Suarez he looked the part. He's a good player, but he didn't look very often comfortable on the ball when pressured. And it was always coming, like Umjaka says. And tonight was one of those.
Yeah, I mean, football is a game of mistakes, and you heard the post-match interview of Duba after being man of the match. He said that was a plan, even leading up to the week. The preparation for the game was to make him the trap. They know he's been making mistakes in previous games, and he's bound to give you the ball or give you a chance to score. And we've said this numerous times. Sundowns is always the team that's going to give you a chance to score, as good as they are going forward. But they'll give you an opportunity because of lapse of concentration, or maybe for whatever reason, because they're attacking most of the majority of the time, that they're always open at the back. So I think it was good anticipation from Duva, and it also took effort for him to finish it off. But like Sheikh said, I mean, the Sundowns didn't deserve to win tonight. They never showed that, and they didn't really give a good account of themselves. So if you look at during the second half of the game, when Ribeiro lost the ball rolled to Ronald because the Chiefs were attacking, and Ronald was shouting at him because he expected more. And I think that's the level of the standard that they hold themselves accountable to. They, like you said, they're a big team that want to win things. And I think players didn't show that enough today.
With a lot of competitions, the PSL ranks probably, and I'm using this word very lightly, the lowest competition that Sundowns is involved in. There's CAF Champions League, Club World Cup this year. PSL is not at that same level. That's where Sundowns is going. And if the PSL clubs are picking them apart like this, Umjaka, there's reason to be concerned.
Definitely, Jaga. I don't know how many I've said it numerous times on the show that Sundowns are always giving you these chances. Sundowns will always give you these chances, these mistakes. But half of the time, teams don't capitalize on these mistakes. But today proved not to be the day. Chiefs capitalized on two of those mistakes, the Suarez one and the youngster Tiani. Maybe we can say the boy is still young. He'll learn, he had an opportunity to clear the ball there, It's a danger zone. He's not sure what's around him. Instead of clearing the ball, he tried to header it close by, and we got punished again there, Never mind if it was an offside goal or not, but those mistakes is what gives the opposition a chance. And today, Chiefs took advantage of that, and yeah, disappointing.
As things stand, Kermit, it doesn't look like Sundowns have got an out and outright favorite left back. It looks decent on the right, Mudau and Morena there comfortable. But it doesn't look like the stability at left back. There's been 4 players that have played there, 4 players this whole season. And Shag has picked out that at the last, probably late in the game, in a cup final, in a semi-final, Tiana makes a mistake like that, and it will prove costly.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's gonna bother him maybe for some time, but I mean he's got to pick himself up and he's got an opportunity now because you see Lunga's out as of now. Hopefully it's nothing serious, and if it is, it's an opportunity for him to grab. Obi has also been out and maybe still injured, so it's a chance for him to grab his opportunity to raise his hand for the up and coming games. And you got the Champions League semi-final, and that's another one they're gonna have to try and shift the gears a bit mentally in how they're gonna approach it because
Man, I'm gonna ask him Shaggy and Kermit to wear Flemingberg's, take Flemingberg's role as a sporting director at Mamelodi Sundowns, and I want to hear them what that crunch meeting is gonna be like tomorrow on Monday, with the coach Cardoso after this kind of result, because there was a big meeting with the other coaches. Rulani had to come and explain himself at the end of the season when he didn't clean up in the PSL and didn't go all the way in the CAF Champions League. Mangoba Mneti also lost cups. He didn't pick up the cups, MTN8 and Culling knockout. And he had to go and explain himself. And I want to hear from Shege, if they were Flemingberg, what would they say to Cardoso after this?
How would you like to win a little something extra just for joining the best in the game? For a limited time, we are teaming up with Betway and giving all of you access to a SoccerBeat exclusive. If you join Betway using the sign-up code SoccerBeat, now in March, you'll get 25 Rand extra bet. That's right. It's time to get way more out of every bet. Standard T's and C's apply.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Join with Betway. Use the link below. SoccerBeat is the code to use to get 25 bucks extra. And I did say to you guys, I'm going to ask Mshag and Kermit to be Flemingberg for a second, and tell me what they would tell Cardoso on Monday in the crunch meeting, because this is upsetting. It's an important cup, the Nedbank Cup. It qualifies you for Africa, and you saw Chiefs celebrating that they're back in African competition in Confederations Cup. So it could have been the official treble, Mshege, for Mamelodi Sundowns, something that doesn't happen too often. The Nedbank Cup, League, and Champions League were up for grabs, and now the Nedbank Cup is gone. Shege, you are Flemingberg. Cardoso has to come to your office. What do you say?
yeah, Umjaka, obviously there's gonna be disappointment amongst the Sundowns, management, and yeah, there's going to be questions, but it's important also not to dwell too much on the loss, because now on Friday we've got a big game. It's a semi-final against Al Ahly. We need to get past this game. We need to focus on the Champions League. Well, we all know that that's the big prize. That's the prize that he really is going to be charged with. That's why he's called to come to Sundowns. And be at Sundowns. So I think as much as we all disappointed that we lost, it's a big game. It's against Kaizer Chiefs. You don't want to lose, in a semi-final like that. We wanted to play in the final, but I think it's important also to switch and forget about this loss and focus on the Champions League, because it's now on Friday. There's no time to dwell on the past. Got a very big game coming up, and what's important now is for the coach to psych up the players and make sure that they're mentally ready and they are not dwelling on the past and putting their heads down.
Is that the ultimatum then, Kermit? You better win against Al Ahly or you walk, my brother.
yeah, I mean if they don't get over the line in the semi-final of the Champions League, then they only got the league to play for basically, which is something they've been winning the past 7 years now, going 8 if I'm not mistaken. So
Going 8.
yeah, I mean that's what he's brought for. He's got a mandate and he's got a huge task on his hands now to try and motivate the players, pick themselves up, because I'm sure this is going to be a huge knock on their confidence and on their mental capacity now to pick themselves up again and start again, because football is about emotions. Today you're unhappy. Friday you're happy again, and that then you forget all about what happened a week ago. So like Shakespeare said, they have no time to dwell on what's happening right now. You know, there's not much really to speak about. I don't think you got to go into that detailed stuff about whether you're gonna stay or not, but it's just about getting over the line and regrouping again and bringing the boys back to the level of confidence again and getting them to play that like the way they know how and hopefully get a result when they play against Arali because it's a huge game. That's going to be double the capacity than it was today. So it's going to take a lot of grit and a lot of conviction, like the Kaizer Chiefs coach said.
Man, I'm gonna hold it because I want to stick it to the match and leave room for the comments. But I did tell you guys there's a lot of fans who are not over Rulani, the way Rulani left the club. There's a lot of fans who are not over Mangoba, and the way he left the club. So it's gonna be it's gonna be slight show of favoritism. If Cardoso gets an opportunity to finish the season, if he loses that semi-final of CAF Champions League,
True,
it's going to be quite interesting then to look at it that way. But I want to wait for us to get there before we discuss it. I don't want to discuss
for
it
sure.
now. Let's wait for at least for the first leg, and then we get into it because I'm very sure in the comments they're going to come in and say, you see, they fired Ulani after they fired Mangoba. Why is the same president not being followed when it comes to Cardoso? So I'm going to hold it right there, Chance. Let's stick to the game, which was pretty disappointing. This was Kermit Erasmus, Mangoba, Ngwenya, Shakes Ngwenya. My name is Umjaka. This was Talking Sundowns. Not a good day at the office, a good night at the office, but yeah, we wait and see what's going to happen in the Champions League. For now,